Hi guys, welcome to the Reach tutorial. So today we're really just going to go over these 6 templates within the schedule tab. Now right away you can see I have a rink template, and really that's for ice arenas. The way that information looks is that it's going to display the team name, the locker room they're in, and then what time that game is. Now time event court, and time event info. These are all kind of really the same thing. They're all going to drop off based on that end time. The only difference is that these two right here, the court and the info, they actually have another line. And what that means is that a good example would be, let's say this is like a fitness place. If they wanted, say, 8 a.m. boot camp, then they would just choose time event info. But what if they want 8 a.m. boot camp studio A or room, 122? Then they would use this one. Otherwise, another way would be like if they wanted to show the instructor. So again, 8 a.m. boot camp, and then underneath would be like the instructor, Michelle or Kelly or John. So depending on what or how much information you want to display, these 3 would be beneficial for you. Now this one is the multi-day. This allows you guys to basically display information that's more than one day. So this drops off by not only the end time, but the end date. A lot of facilities like elementaries or middle schools or high schools, they actually use a lot of multi-day because they want to show a month's worth of information. So that's kind of what the multi-day is. Now the last part would be the upcoming events, and the upcoming events drops off by the end date. So default to that is that if you had something at 8 a.m. and you put a time to it, it's going to display all information. However, the plus side about upcoming events is that it's really just like a style box. It allows you just to enter the information how you want it. So once you've entered these types here, we'll kind of jump into daily schedule here in the top right, just so you can see the different formats, kind of how it looks. So again, starting with rink, if I wanted to add an event, I would hit add event here, and then I would just choose the start time, the end, the name, of course the room, and so on. So we'll go kind of down here, go time event info, and again, I just add an event, and I would choose the date, the start and time, and then whatever that event is. We'll kind of show you a couple other ones. You can see they're all kind of really the same. This is time event court. And then time event info will kind of be the same thing here. And then we have multi-day, which again, I told you this is where you can schedule maybe, a couple days out. And then the last one's upcoming events. And you can kind of see I have this free box. So I can kind of have this however I want. Now I didn't put an end date, but of course I could. Now one thing, just kind of back up here, is that we have this repeat. So let's say you have this event and it's every Monday, it's always the same time. You could go ahead and hit the repeat here and then schedule it out either monthly, weekly, or even daily. So if I just do maybe 3 rows here, I hit repeat, now you can see it's automatically kind of inputting that information. You wouldn't have to type that out multiple times. So again, if I hit save work, I go back here, now this is kind of saving myself time. And then of course, if I want to delete anything, I can just hover over, I hit delete, and then just save work. So just to kind of give you kind of an idea of what these templates look like, we have this preview tab here. It's the 3rd one in. If I click that, this is going to give me kind of the preview. So again, like we said, rink is kind of more for ice arenas. It's going to give me my start time and then the player or the team, name. Now I didn't put a locker information in here. That's why it's just not displaying. Again, time event, just the event and then the time. And then of course the court and information are pretty much the same thing. But again, you can kind of see a visual. And then the multi-day, of course. One thing just to kind of note about the multi-day is that the header would actually show the date. So the header would say June 10th, 2017, and they would have all the information. Then the next header would say, June 11th, Tuesday, and then it would display all the information. So that's just kind of one thing to note about the multi-day. So really that's kind of just a quick overview of these templates. If you guys have any additional questions, feel free to call or email us. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day.